Audrey Meadows, beloved for her role as Alice Cramden on the groundbreaking sitcom The Honeymooners, carried with her for decades a truth that she finally admitted at the age of 73, shedding light on what really happened with her co-star, the larger-than-life comedian Jackie Gleason. To audiences, their on-screen chemistry was electric. Alice was sharp, witty, and unafraid to stand up to Ralph's bluster, while Gleason's Ralph Cramden embodied the frustrated, loud-mouthed everyman, and together they created some of the most iconic moments in television history. But behind the laughter, Meadows revealed, was a working relationship that was far more complicated than anyone ever suspected. Gleason, known as the Great One, was a comic genius, but he was also famously difficult, demanding, and often unpredictable on set. And while fans assumed that he and Meadows must have shared the same warmth off-screen that they displayed in front of the cameras, the reality was far more strained. In candid reflections, Meadows admitted that she often struggled with Gleason's mercurial temper and his insistence on controlling every aspect of the show, from the timing of the jokes to the way his co-stars delivered their lines. And although she respected his immense talent, she also confessed that there were many days when working with him felt exhausting and even disheartening. She remembered how Gleason would sometimes refuse to rehearse, forcing the cast to perform live with little preparation, a decision that left everyone nervous but also highlighted Gleason's confidence in his own abilities. Meadows revealed that she had to dig deep within herself to keep up with his energy, his unpredictability, and his commanding presence. But she also admitted that those very qualities were what made him such a towering figure in television. Their relationship was one of tension and admiration all at once. There were times when she felt dismissed or overshadowed, yet there were also moments of genuine camaraderie when Gleason would praise her sharp comedic instincts and acknowledge that her performance elevated his own. Looking back, Meadows confessed that what really happened between them was a mix of frustration, respect, and an unspoken bond forged through the intensity of live television. She never denied that Gleason could be difficult, but she also refused to let the world forget that without his genius, The Honeymooners might never have reached its legendary status. Still, her honesty revealed the cost of that genius. The stress, the long hours, and the feeling of constantly having to prove oneself against a star who demanded nothing less than perfection. What Meadows admitted at 73 was not meant to tarnish Gleason's reputation, but to finally tell her side of the story, to give voice to the challenges she faced and the resilience it took to stand toe-to-toe with one of the most dominating figures in comedy. Her words added depth to the legacy of both actors, showing that the magic of The Honeymooners was born not just of laughs, but of real human struggle, compromise, and the determination of a woman who refused to be diminished by her larger-than-life co-star. In the end, Audrey Meadows' revelations about Jackie Gleason gave fans a fuller understanding of the sacrifices behind the smiles, proving once again that television history is never as simple as it appears, and that the truth behind the laughter can often be as dramatic and compelling as the performances themselves.